lie there in that old curiosity
shop. Your green eyes with their soft light, your eyes that promise sweet nights, bring to my soul a longing, a thirst for love divine. In dreams I seem to hold you, to find you and unfold you. Our lips meet and our hearts do, with a thrill so sublime. Those cool and limpid green eyes, a pool wherein my love lies, so deep that in my searching for happiness I fear that they will ever haunt me. All through my life they'll taunt me, but will they ever want me? Green eyes make my dreams come true.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop, welcoming you to It's a Not Easy Being Green Thrift Haul. Now, everything that you see on this kitchen counter right now is available for sale in the Old Curiosity Shop, and the link is in the description box below this video. So if you see anything you're interested in, hop on over to the eBay store. You'll see better pictures in better lighting with full descriptions and measurements, condition information, and I always give attributions if I can come up with them as to which company is responsible for the products. Let's take a look at what's what. But as usual, before we begin, today's cup of coffee is brought to you by...
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Yeah, there is no cup of coffee today. I'm drinking iced tea out of my little tin cup. It's made of enamel, but it's got a little bit of green on it. Cream and green. This is one of my favorites. And I like this tin cup. I keep saying tin cup. Enamelware cup, because it keeps coffee hot and it keeps cold things cold. We're having another 90-degree day here in Philadelphia. I hope the air conditioning is working wherever you are. Okay, what's what? How about that zebra in the middle? Wait a minute, you sold him already. I did, but I got another one. And I'll tell you why I have another one. But first of all, it's made in Germany before the Second World War, but after the First. It's not marked Goebel, but I can attribute this to the Goebel company. It simply says Germany on the bottom. And these were made in the 1930s. It's still unclear as to whether it held cologne or liqueur or something like that. Doesn't really matter. He is corked. You can see in there there's a cork which holds the Trojan horse head, if you will, onto this zebra. No chips, no cracks. He's in excellent condition and very Art Deco looking. I love the style of this. So yes, you can pull the head off and pour liquid inside if you choose to. Now, why do I have another one? The gentleman that I have bought these from actually is a North Jersey antique dealer, and he's one of the guys that was able to get into that great big old warehouse in Newark, New Jersey, where there were boxes of new old stock that had just been sitting around for years and years and years and years and years. And he had a few boxes of these all in orange and a few boxes all in green. So I was able to get a couple of these, and I'm going to try to talk him into letting me have a few more, but his stock is getting ready to run down. I've kept two for myself. I sold one, and so if you missed out on one, here's the opportunity to bid on another one. 1930s Art Deco made in Germany. I've got the Franciscan plates in the ivy pattern. I think these are the little 6-inch bread and butter plates. And this is the old, early stuff. So we're going to go all the way back here. Franciscan, made in California. I think we're in the late 40s with this. Late 40s to early 50s. When you get into the late 50s and into the 60s, the mark changes. It's what collectors, I think, call the television screen. Back stamp. And then, of course, much later on, it's made in England. But this is the old, early, sort of first run, if you will, of these. There are no chips or cracks. There's no crazing. Lots of fingerprints. That's my fingerprints. But these don't even look like they've been used. Amazing condition. I've got a bunch of also little tiny bread and butter plates here as well in depression green. This is made by one of the better companies. They're polished on the bottom. You don't see any mold lines on these. No utensil marks, no scratches. Of course, no chips, no cracks. And I forget if we've got 10 or 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. That's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 of these. And below are the, what do you call it? Oh my goodness. The black light on it, and we'll let you show these glow beautifully for those of you who want to know about that. Now you only see 3 here, but there are 4. The 4th one is somewhere else. I'll bring it in. Now these are saucers. These are plates. And these are saucers. I don't have any teacups for these. They're nice and thick. They have the dimple right there for the, you know, for the cup. We'll get it up under here. You can see it really does glow. I'll give you the measurements, but I can't guarantee these are going to match whatever teacups you may have. So maybe you're going to use them as under plates for something else. I don't know. And these glow as well. There's not as much uranium in these, but they do glow under black light, and I think you'll see those in the photographs. There's the vinegar cruet, obviously, with uranium in it. And yes, you can put vinegar in this. Your body hair will not fall off. If you eat vinegar out of a cruet that's got a little bit of uranium in it. Excellent condition. I had to laugh at Dot Likes Red. She said, "Oh, now I can find my vinegar in the dark." She left that as a comment. And yeah, this is really the first one I've had. I don't know if I'll have another one. A fan vase. A little one and a big one back there. This one, you'll often hear people describe it as Adam's rib. It's actually made by the Diamond Glass Company. And it's a blown in a mold. A little fan vase there. It's clean. It does not have water damage in it. No chips or cracks. And we have a nice beautiful glow under the black light. It's what you ought to know that. Cool little fan vase there. Very popular. Fan vases were a fad. Well, I shouldn't say fad. They were in style. Late 20s through the 30s. The big one back there. Oh, I almost decided to keep it for myself. Now, there's no uranium in that, so some people won't want it because of that. It is heavy. It's large. It is beautiful. Can you see it? I don't know. That might help a little bit. It is a beautiful emerald green color, sort of a little bit of a geometric Art Deco design on the base of it. There are no chips or cracks in it. There's no cloudiness. There are a few straw marks. That's not a crack right there. That happens as the glass is cooling down. And boy, this would make a wonderful arrangement. It's so large. I know it sort of looks bent. Remember, this is hand done, and so it is the top of it sort of leans in this direction just a little bit. But that's just the beauty of the detail there. You know, the handmade details that you get from blown glass. Again, don't know who made it. Who knows? Again, it's going to date circa 1930, which, as I always say, could be mid-20s, could be into the mid-30s. I think that's Cambridge. There's a name for it, and I'm forgetting it right now. It's got uranium, and it's a lovely tall compote with that twisted stem there. Nice, elegant piece of glass. There are no chips or cracks on it. There's one little imperfection right down here. And I know you're not really seeing that very well. When I rub my finger over it, it's not... I know it looks like a chip. It's completely smooth on that edge. Can you see that? So somebody may have dinged it and just given it like a little star crack like you get in your windshield when a stone hits it. But you don't actually feel a crack or a chip. It's just a little internal ouch. But who's going to see that when you fill it up with peppermints? Nobody. It's beautiful. Okay, there's a Northwood swung vase. Iridescent. And that's Northwood. And boy, we got all kinds of green colors going on with this one. It almost reminds me of seagrass, kind of the seaweed and things that would be around the ocean. It's kind of that sort of color of a green. And boy, is it gorgeous. I think this is called the feather design here. I might not be right on that. You see the iridescence all around the bottom. The base color of it is green. Okay, so in Carnival glass, you look at the base color, that's green, and that's a beautiful swung glass vase, not stretch glass, right? Stretch glass and swung glass is not the same thing, and Vaseline and uranium is not the same thing. We don't have any Vaseline glass here. Okay, where am I? These little coasters, I don't know if I'm going to list these yet. Well, I guess I will. There's a little bit of green on them. I love these. I think I have 8 of them, and I think I'm using one in the other room right now that actually has a cup on it. You see, Patrick, I have coasters. Trusty Huckster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 8 of these. But 2 of them are in the other room, and probably from the 1960s. They're that, I don't even know what you call this stuff. It's almost like a burlap that's dipped in plastic. But I think you can see in here they are made by the Artmore Company somewhere in Maryland. Artmore and I don't know, Elkton or something like that. Anyway. Those are just, that's like summertime back porch, is it not? Your iced tea can sweat away and you won't put rings on your coffee table. This is way cool, these fish. This is made in Japan, although the Japan sticker has fallen off. Now, you're saying there has to be a chip or a repair. I'm telling you what, folks, I have gone over this thing with a magnifying glass. Not a single fin is chipped, and there's not a single repair. Look at all these points. These fish are fierce, these angelfish on this planter, and what's even better, you like it that way? Okay. Doesn't have to be a planter, it can just sit there as a beautiful thing. But there's a 3-dimensional effect. We can turn it around to the back. I've never seen one that is finished on both sides. I love this. So this planter is finished on both sides. And look at sort of the 3D effect you get when you look at it. Is it 3D? I'm probably not using those terms right. It's probably not 3D. Multi-dimensional. So there it is. Again, not a chip or a crack anywhere on any of these fins, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm going to say probably 1950s. I love that. I really, really think that's attractive. This is a popular little candy dish, nut dish, mint dish, whatever you want to serve on it. Popular form, and so, again, if it was popular, every glass company had their own version of it. You can see the uranium in it. No damage on this at all. Beautiful. I love that piece there. The two birds in the back, is it cockatoo or cockatiel? I don't know. But there they are. And one of them had the top of his little headdress broken off and glued back on. That's the only damage. Otherwise, no chips, no cracks. Now, it's hard to find the damaged one because the repair is pretty well done. There's the repair right there. Do you see that? Someone glued his little top hat back on. You got to get right up on it to see it. These are ceramic. And we have the two of them, and they sit next to each other, and they silently stare each other down. I don't know. This one looks like he's ready to pounce. Maybe they're having an argument over which early bird got the worm. They're in great shape, except for that little piece of damage. But I love them, and I hope that they'll find a good new home. And just a few more things here to talk about, and then we're done. There's those funny little celery stalk salt and pepper shakers made in Japan, made out of very lightweight ceramic. You can pass that around the picnic table and get a lot of salt and pepper in there. They have plastic bottoms. There are no chips or cracks. It's all nice and clean. I clean everything, by the way, folks. I do dishes every single day in the sink. It all gets washed, so it's all clean when it comes to you. You have to rinse it off, of course, if you're going to use it when you get it, but it will arrive in good shape. Another swung vase right there. This one also is iridescent, and this is a different color, different shade of green, but it has a beautiful iridescence to it, as we can see. Nice. This one a little bit taller, a little bit thicker than the other one. There's one little chip on the very, very bottom of it, but it's on the underside bottom right there, and when it's standing on the table you don't even see it. It's clean, you can see. These swung vases like this, you could find these. They were popular in the early 20s, late teens, and most of the Carnival glass companies made them. About 8 or 9 different companies in the US who made them. The final thing I want to show you is this wonderful console bowl back here, which is etched. It has a beautiful uranium glow to it. I never did really spend much time trying to figure out who made it. I'm sure it's in one of the books somewhere, and it would have had candlesticks with this same etching on it. So there's a floral etching on this. It's a beautiful 4-footed console bowl, nice and heavy, nice and thick. There's no damage on it, which means chip-free, crack-free. It is lovely with the flowers etched in it or on it. There are the 4 feet. It has a polished bottom, as we can see. And I know it's a little difficult to see it on its own. It can be distracting with all of these other things, which is why I tell you, if you'd like to see better pictures, visit the Old Curiosity Shop website. That's a beautiful piece. When are you going to see another one? Yep. So I had to have it so that I could put it in my shop and pass it along to somebody who's going to just fall in love with that. Alright, everything is mixed up now, but I see my ice cubes have melted, so I'm going to enjoy this iced tea. I hope you enjoy the It's Not Easy Being Green thrift haul, and have yourselves a wonderful night. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop saying thanks for watching, and so long for now.